Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fleet Command as we continue on with the single mission. So today, if I can find the, where's it? Here we go. So today we'll be continuing on with the Falklands mission. Alright, let's see. Alright, we're attacking. We found an enemy diesel submarine we're attacking. We are out of Tomahawk missiles.
Can do.
See if we can bring them the comm step and throw some harpoons out, though, just to distract their defenses. I think right now the big thing is we've weathered their initial attacks. So I think, yeah, we have more. Oh, you return to base. You're out of fuel. We have units coming back, but I think soon it's going to be the time to...
Taking assigned station. Affirmative. Out. This is track 0-1-7-6. Entering the circuit.
He's out of range. That's why I haven't been using him.
Engage track 2-4-0-8.
All right, well,
Will do. Roger. Will do.
let's bring him in transit. He's not going to do us much good out there. Now, with the destruction of the Brazilian airport, I don't really have to worry about these guys as much anymore. The Argentine airport is so far away that, much like in the 80s, when they fought this war for real, they're not going to really have any time that they'll be able to spend attacking us, because it's just so far away.
Will do.
Yeah, let's get on the other side of them and drop a torpedo there. Let's see. They aren't really launching any aircraft to attack us, so... Alright, you three are transiting. Let's just be doubly sure.
Can do. Out. Affirmative. Out. Roger.
And you are... on patrol, I guess.
Out.
All right, we do have our harpoon out. I don't think it's going to do a lot of good for us, but... All right. They do have another helicopter coming in, so we'll knock them out. But it seems like those helicopters might be some of the last air assets that they actually have. All right, we are now on the other side of them, so let's hit them with another Stingray. And let's keep searching. I'm pretty sure we can write the San Juan off now, which maybe I'm wrong or misremembering, but isn't that the submarine that imploded a couple of years back as of when I recorded this video? Pretty sure it was. I was on like a training exercise or something and it just kind of imploded. All right, what do we got for Sea Harriers here? Let's launch. Let's bring them to alert 15 here. And we have one here that I'll bring to alert 15, but then I want two on strike, as I want to see what weapons we have to use against Stanley Airport here. Worst case scenario, we bring our fleet within shelling range and we take care of them that way, but ideally, I'd rather have aircraft do it, although we also have to be aware that they will have... oh, he actually outran that first torpedo. He must have dropped at max range or something, but he's not outrunning this one. This one looks like a pretty solid hit.
Destroyed.
Booyah.
2400.
Now we'll have to make sure he doesn't have any buddies or anything.
Proceed to base.
No, return to station.
Affirmative. Will do.
These are AEW. Let's search ahead and make sure our submarine is secure. All right, you guys probably got a ways before you're in range of the AMRAAM range. All right, he sees the missile coming. He's taking evasive actions. But he's not opening up with Sea Whiz, so we might have compromised some of his defensive systems here. I think that is indeed the case, as we have scored a hit. So we will not have to spend too many resources on him. Once these guys return the base, I think we'll launch our attack. Just so that way we don't have any disruption to flight ops here. I want them crashing because we're launching. Let's get another AEW up. The others are probably going to start running low on fuel soon.
Launch aircraft immediately. Wilco out.
And we'll launch those up.
Launch aircraft immediately. Out.
All right. So that should be hopefully more than enough to take out the rest of their strike force here, especially since 2 of the ships have been damaged. All right, they're almost within range.
Roger, out.
You can start coming down to a lower altitude so the missile actually tracks properly. That should be good enough.
Engaging track 2519. Will do. Roger, out. Missile away. Track 251.
And we can send you back right away.
Return to base. Affirmative. Roger, out. Affirmative. Will do.
Likewise, we'll
Roger,
bring
out.
these guys back a little bit. Just to stay out of the range of any SAMs they might be carrying. All right, let's see what we got for our strike force here. Sea Eagle, Sea Eagle. For some reason, they forgot the self-defense sidewinders on the one guy.
Out. Out. Roger.
That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna have to see if the Sea Eagle can be used against land targets,
Will do.
because it looks like that's what our strike profile consists of. So,
Can do. Can do. Out.
all right, let's bring this guy in. Looks like we got one of the helicopters, but not the other. You may as well. You're right over him.
Rescue down pilot. Out.
All right.
Roger. I got him. Kills track 2518. Can do. Roger, out. Track 2518 is history.
All right. Return to
on flight.
base.
Affirmative, out.
And you can return the base too, actually. I think we're pretty much done with anti-air missions here. We will have to positively ID them eventually, but just want to check if that's gonna...
Cannot comply.
Yeah,
Can do. Roger, out.
that's what I was afraid of. Oh well, we have other options too. We can try out, like oh, they have a strike lower. Okay, I guess we don't really have many options. We'll just have to get in range and bombard the place, which isn't ideal, but we can make that happen. So I guess our strike here is going to be a little more powerful than I originally planned on.
Roger, out.
All right, everyone, drop down and unleash the missiles.
Killing track 2405. Will do. Roger, out. Proceeding to base. Engaging track 240. Host. Will do. Weapon away. Track 22. Will do. Out. Weapon away. Track. Proceeding to base. Can do. Roger, out. I got it. Kill track 2408. Will do. Roger, out. Weapon away. Track 2408. Return to base. Will do. Out. Kills track 2 away. Track 246. Can do. Weapon away. Track 2406. Proceeding to base. Affirmative, out. Engaging track 2 away. Track 2. Will do. Out. Missile away.
All right.
2402. Return to base. Will do.
That should be enough to put most of their battle group under. Oh, you need to return to base.
Will do. Roger, out.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much in the way of defenses popping up here. He's not even using his main gun to engage targets, which it could be that the radar just is that bad that they aren't able to engage. Oh, that makes it a pretty difficult given that angle too, though. Yeah, he's done for. Really, he survived that. Oh wow, he's basically done for. So these guys should be pushing over soon. There they go. They're locking in our target. Here we can see the action camera. It looks like, oh, they're all focusing in on the destroyer, it looks like, instead of the carrier like I wanted. Oh well. Yeah. Well, the carrier, I guess that destroyer did its job. It doesn't look like he's going to be going under anytime soon. Yeah, they're also coming in on the destroyer, so that's unfortunate. These guys, though, should all focus in on the Espora here. Which, okay, there we go. We got some close-in weapon systems here, although they have, I think they're just like 20, 30, 40 millimeter cannons, nothing tied to radar or anything, so very ineffective. And I think we took her out with the first salvo, but the second salvo definitely made sure she was a goner. All right, what do we got for additional Harriers to send out?
Roger, out.
All right, let's send out another strike team then. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
Launch aircraft immediately. Will do. Out.
All right. I like how they take off backwards for some reason. I mean, I know you can, but just seems silly to me.
Can do.
So I do want a VID on this guy. I'm pretty sure he's going to be hostile since we haven't really encountered any neutrals this far south, which makes sense. I would expect most of, if we were to encounter any neutrals, they'd probably be shipping traffic. Oh, this does raise the... Fuck, which one to use actually? Okay, yeah, he should be able to. Yeah. So you specifically, I need
Roger, out.
there. Likewise, you specifically, I need there.
Out.
All right, they should be coming within range, so let's come down the altitude.
It's history. Taking track 2405. Affirmative.
Yeah,
Out.
we'll let him
track
VID that.
2404. Roger, out.
Missiles. No need to get ahead of your missiles there. I suppose you guys all,
Affirmative, out.
let's see, 3, 4. That'll be 8 missiles on this guy.
I've got him. Killing the away. Track 240. Lifting away. Track 240. Proceeding to base. Affirmative.
That should be enough missiles to put a dent in them at least. And we won't have to worry about more, flight ops, and then we can use the last 2 to put down this guy, whatever he is.
Emergency emitter track 2404.
Yeah.
VID is hostile. I've got him. Track 2404. Will do. Return to base. Out.
Time for the revenge of the Empire,
Can do.
or rather, the Empire strikes back. All right. So he should be a goner. These shouldn't engage their acquisition until after they're passed. Ooh, these guys are homing pretty close to the surface, which is a bit of a surprise. I figured they would be top-down attack. Oh yeah, you can hear those 20s and 40s going off. Oh, we might get one in. There we go. All right, we got 2 hits in, which isn't as many as I thought. But then again, CWIS can be, it is very variable on how effective CWIS is in this game, which annoys me to no end. Do these guys have any strike helicopters? You'd think they would have loaded some Apaches, because the British do have Apaches. But actually Apaches might not even be in this game. All right, we got 2 links. We'll put those on strike, and we'll launch one just to see what the loadout is, I guess. All right. We are definitely going to need more.
Out.
So we will launch another attack, but their carrier won't stand against us for too long. Wow, she didn't even really try to defend herself there. All right, we can divert 1 Harrier to finish her off, and then the rest can focus on the carrier.
Permission to launch aircraft. Will do.
Which at this point we're almost within range that we could start using. Actually, we are almost within range.
Will do. Out. Will do.
At the risk of running headlong in the submarines, we're going to make best possible speed forward, so that way they can assist our Harriers in their attack.
Will do. Roger. Out. Can do. Out. Affirmative. Will do. Roger. Out.
All right. Oh, almost missed you.
Out. Out. Roger.
All right. These guys are kind of being wonky, so I'm just gonna. I assume they're. Oh, they don't. That's interesting. So we're just gonna give them direct orders to approach, because I believe one of the objectives is that they do have to get in range of the Falklands so they can land their troops. All right, yeah, this is gonna be.
Returning to base. Can do.
All right, we should have another AEW we can launch.
Aircraft immediately. Will do. Roger. Out. Can do.
And you are just within range for Exocets.
402. Affirmative. Out. Missile away. Track 2. Taking track 2. 402. Welcome. Weapon away. Track 2. Engaging track 2. 402. Will do. Missile away. Track 2. Take track 2. 4.
All right, come on, empty your guns. Empty those tubes. Hell yeah.
02. Affirmative.
Okay, he's got. And his Exocets are not going to be in range for a while.
I've got it. Taking away 2. Track 2. 02. Missile away. Track 2. 402. Cannot fly. Return to home plate. Will do. Roger. Out. Will do.
All right, let's give him the old saturation attack here. Exocets, Harpoons, Sea Eagles. One of these is getting through today. Now, if he's smart, he'll probably turn to port. Well, he'll turn to starboard to bring his port side to bear, because he's got cannons here, 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 and here that can all fire across the deck and potentially defend the carrier. However, I'm not convinced he's smart. So let's see. Missiles are closing in now. We should have our action cam soon enough. There she is on the horizon. All right, she got the, she might be able to clear the exocets. Oh, couldn't get the last one. And we got harpoons coming after the Sea Eagle. So now these guys should engage in a top-down attack from on high, it looks like is the profile they're set up for, if they work. Okay, she's got some secondaries going off there. Okay, good. They are doing the top-down attack, which should make them harder to intercept. And it looks like her cannons are not set up for this at all. So, you could... Oh, okay, she's got one in firing. All right. Well, we can see. Looks like she's successfully getting the most of the first wave. Oh, we got an impact there. We got leakers coming through. There's the second one there. Maybe a third one. Our cannons are still in play, though. Ooh, coming in right at the same time as the harpoons. That's perfect. So now her cannons can't divide between the two, and she's done for. And it looks like the Iron Duke gets the kill.
It's toast. Killing track 2404. Roger. Proceeding to base.
So at this point, it should mostly just be a waiting game.
Green deck, get those aircraft airborne.
We're waiting for, we can search for more submarines, but mostly we're just,
Affirmative.
making sure that, we get close enough to shore here to, eradicate the airport.
Out.
And we can
Will do.
send some helicopters offshore to make sure there's no diesels in the area.
Proceed to base. Will do. Proceed to base. Will do. Roger. Out.
All right, so we have, we've actually done pretty well.
Proceed to base. Can do. Roger. Out. Proceed to base. Can do. Green deck, get those aircraft airborne. Will do. Out.
We can launch some more,
Affirmative.
some more ASW helicopters just to make sure the area in front of our task group here is going to be clear. But yeah, it's just a waiting game now, so we're going to save. And I guess we'll just skip ahead to when there's action, which may not be for a while. So we're seeing some of the SAM sites there. So, but yeah, until our ships with guns get in the range, I don't foresee a lot of action. So I'll see you when that happens. All right, so we are back because I just heard aircraft taking off from Stanley Airport. I thought they might have been out of aircraft, but I guess not. So we are scrambling Harriers to intercept. I don't know if they're just going to be like more Orions or trackers or what they have, but I did hear one, so. We got one Harrier scrambling now. They could have fighter jets too, I guess, theoretically.
Roger, out.
But until we know more, we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know, maybe it was a sound glitch and it was actually because I was switching cameras between the
Available for tasking. Over.
between the carrier and the
Roger, out.
in the airport, since I'm not seeing any contacts here, but we'll know soon enough. I also did one of these had like a strike loadout. I did try it out, and it's just sea skuas, which are anti-surface only, so they do not work against land targets. So we are basically locked into doing shore bombardment at this point, unless someone's got a secret tomahawk I don't know about, which it's going to take a while. You can see their guns. They only have 3-inch guns, I believe, maybe 4-inch. And they only have 15 rounds in the magazine, so there's going to be a lot of reloading here. Yeah, we can see there's a SAM site. Only one. I find that hard to believe, but I'm also not seeing any hostiles, so I guess we can
Taking assigned station out. Emergency emitter bearing 186.
well, we got confirmation on the SAM site at least. All right, you can just go back to base. Yeah, we'll be back when there's actually something to report here, so. All right, it has been some time, but the leading elements of our fleet are now within range, and so we are going to open fire.
2420. Affirmative out.
Eventually. Intercept, we're in range already. Okay, I guess. Where are you?
Wilco out. Affirmative. Affirmative out. Wilco.
All right, he might not like that little. I checked it out. It's not much of a hill. So I figured ballistically his projectiles should be able to easily crest it, especially at maximum range, but apparently not. So we're gonna have to try to
Will do. Out.
attack them from multiple angles here. In his case,
Wilco.
I'm gonna bring him into this little bay here, because we should be okay as long as we don't go too deep into it. But we'll see.
Take track 2420. Wilco.
No, he's
Will do. Out.
still does not want to engage. This is going to be a problem if this keeps up. Yeah, he's got plenty of depth here. Even along here, as long as he doesn't get too close to the coast, it should be fine.
Affirmative. Wilco. Roger. Out.
All right, let's start slowing down now.
Killing track 242.
Whoa, why is that slowing the game down? Why is he turning away?
Will do. Out.
That's what I don't get, is he's turning away when I'm telling him to engage.
Roger. Out. Can do. Out.
I also want to know why I keep having to move my helicopter closer and closer to maintain spotting on oh fuck, if I can't engage that, I'll go for the airport.
Taking track 2415. Wilco.
Surely you can hit that, right? Really?
Affirmative. Affirmative.
This is going to get annoying really fast.
Take track 2420. Roger. Out. Wilco. Out.
All right, he still doesn't want to engage. We got another destroyer coming down. We can try attacking from the south with him. He should have a clear shot on that SAM site now. I don't know why else he'd be
Wilco. Out.
refusing to engage. So let's move him down to slow speed. I mean, hell, he should almost be within visual range.
Will do.
All right, we gotta return you to base. You're running out of fuel, just hovering there.
Roger. Out.
Let's see, can you engage from your...
Engage track 2420. Roger. Out.
No.
Will do. Roger. Out. Out. Taking track 2420. Will do. Roger. Out.
Okay, he can't even see him, which is
Engaging
disappointing.
track 2, 4, 1, 5. Affirmative.
Oh my god, am I gonna... Wait, what the... Okay, it's just,
Launching
I got...
aircraft.
Why are you
Roger.
really by sonar, huh? I'm really scared seeing the red dot there for a second, but,
Can do. Roger.
go rescue him, I guess. Or capture him.
Roger, out. Can do. Out.
And now he's...
Wilco. Out.
So I guess we're not engaging him from within this bay for whatever reason.
Roger, out. Affirmative, out.
So I'll be back if I can actually get a firing solution on this goddamn airport.
Taking track 2, 4.
Okay, there we go. Now we got...
Roger, out.
We're not hitting anything, but we got some weapons fire there.
Will do. Out. Out.
So we can attack from the south.
Will do.
Well, we should be hitting things, because that's part of the model, but... Oh, now it's really slow getting it. I don't get that.
1, 5. Wilco.
So this might just be an exercise in patience at this point. We should have one more destroyer. Yeah, he's back a ways, but we do have one more destroyer that can join the bombardment. We also did pick up that pilot. Just have to wait an excruciatingly long time to load 5 tiny shells.
Will do. Out. Will do. Roger, out.
Oh, this is so annoying. Even if I just had like rocket pods and helicopters, that would... And I had to send like 10 of them in at a time to hit the SAM site. And I lost most of them. Even that would be fine because I could just do that over and over again. But this, I don't even know if they're going to be able to hit that airport, which should be easy for them, but apparently it's not. All right, we got more.
Will do. Roger, out.
Okay, we did get a hit. So this mission isn't impossible yet.
Roger, out. Out.
Our blockade hasn't been broken yet, which I don't understand that. Maybe that's dependent upon this objective, but it's like everyone else is... Unless I have to wait for the Intrepid to get there. Hopefully I can just use Fort Victoria, but
Wilco.
that's going to be really annoying. Okay, the Gloucester can see it now.
Taking track.
There we go.
Forward, 1, 5. Out. Affirmative, out. Wilco, out. Wilco.
I think we have unlimited gun ammo, so...
2, 4, 1, 5. Will do. Roger, out.
There you can see the gun flashes coming from over there. Most are... I see. I think they're landing on land here, so we have to engage further out.
Roger. Affirmative.
Oh, this is going to be very annoying. There's going to... Watch, there'll be like one sweet spot that I have to be in order to actually hit the airport properly. And it's really annoying, the very long reload. I'd rather have a slower, consistent fire than them, which I believe is possible, you know, just running up one shell at a time instead of like having to wait like an hour for them to run back 15 shells just so we can dump them all at once.
Taking track 2, 4, 1, 5. Wilco. Will do. Roger, out.
All right, yeah, these, I feel like the ballistic simulation here leaves something to be desired.
Engage track 2, 4, 1, 5. Wilco, out.
Okay, we got another hit.
Roger. Roger.
I'm going to assume it's from in this general area, so...
Affirmative.
Oh, he might run himself aground. Oh. Up we got... Oh, that's just going to be the down pilot picked up, because, yeah. Well, we'll see if he runs himself aground. Could not find path to destination. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to run himself aground. Yep. There we go. He's stuck there. We lost him. At least he didn't take damage. But... And we can see the airport there visually. So yeah, now this is just gonna be a slog, I guess.
Killing track 2, 4, 1, 5, out. Taking track 2, 4, 1, 5, affirmative.
There we go. We got 3 hits there, 2 or 3 hits there.
Will do, out.
I think it's the Iron Duke making those hits, so let's try to keep them in the same general area. This is really painful and bad mission design. I mean, yeah, I could have hit this with my Tomahawks, but A, there's a SAM site right there, which I don't really have any way of destroying without the Tomahawks. And B, there were the aircraft that were shooting down all those Tomahawk missiles anyway, so, which I use that to my advantage to protect my group from the initial strike, but you know, so they were too busy shooting those down to put exosets in my ships. But they should have checked to see if you could actually like bombard these with your destroyers. Now, if you lost your destroyers, then this mission would essentially be impossible. Maybe you could send your Harriers up with guns, but that'd be so inefficient.
Engaging track 2, 4, 1, 5. Roger, roger, out.
Come on.
Engage track.
There we go.
4, 1, 5. Will do, out. 2, 4,
Got it.
1, 5. Will do, roger, out.
All right, that brings us up to 78%. What? How does that not count as Stanley Airport hit? All right, this mission is apparently bugged out. Maybe it was coded so you had to use the Tomahawks, but that's stupid. They should have said, hey, you need to use Tomahawks. So I'll wait a little bit more for these ships to get closer, for the Intrepid, the Fort Victoria, the Invincible, and the Ark Royal to get closer, but I feel like this whole mission's just bugged out and we're going to have to accept that we have victory, and I'm going to have to go and find the file and extract the proper mission debriefs for us, but yeah, we'll see you in a little bit. All right, I am tired of waiting at this point. As you can see, we've broken the blockade. It might not give us credit for it, but our last amphibious assault ship crossed within 50 nautical miles of the Falkland Islands. Are a bit slower. You can see their max speed is around 21 knots, so I don't feel like waiting another hour to have them on shore just for the game to not give this to me. So I think we're going to end here, and I'm just going to have to go and get the messages like before. So we did lose you to the Orion with the torpedo, which I want to investigate that. Lost a Sea Harrier to a superintendent with guns. Actually, relatively light losses, especially when you consider how the actual Falklands War played out. So yeah, airport killed by Newcastle with guns, 2,000 points. We killed a lot of stuff. Okay, they did launch one superintendent that we didn't kill, apparently. But yeah, lots of superintendents, Mirage 3s, Mirage 5s, Skyhawks, trackers, F5Es even from Brazil. Oh yeah, that must have been on the runway. Oh, now it tells me the coordinates I had to get into. Well, I did do a strike on Stanley Airport, so go fuck yourself. So I think it must have been glitched where because it wasn't recognizing that the airport was destroyed. What? There was a whole nother task group there? Are you shitting me? I've never seen that before. So they had a whole nother task group waiting, which I suppose could have been a threat. How would we not see them? Oh, the Santa Cruz was about the cause. Seriously, though, how do we not see them? They're so fucking close. We should see them on our radars. But I do like how they are getting caught on like the islands and stuff. Do they have another carrier or? Because remember, the Brazilians are in the fight, and it looks like they did not have another carrier. That could be part of the problem too. But one thing I do want to go over is I have suspicions here. So we're going to watch this group. Can I make this go like faster? No. Okay. But if you remember, there was that Orion that came up by her group and torpedoed one of our ships. Okay, so he did actually fly all the way there. I had suspicions that he might have teleported because, I mean, you know how this game is. Otherwise, yeah, well, late the main bulk of the group. I mean, if I really want to, I can send in Harriers. Why weren't I seeing these, though? If I really wanted to, I could send in Harriers to destroy those to prop up my score. I'm not going to bother. As you can tell, I kind of just got sick of this mission. So we'll be right back, and we're going to look at the messages we should have gotten, as well as their conditions to see what they didn't explain properly. All right, so let's see. Here's our goals, Intel automatic goal. So this is basically a message. Okay, updated. Intelligence, your naval forces are to conduct a strike. Recon forces are. It just says you're supposed to conduct a strike. It doesn't say with what. So we should have gotten a message saying battle damage report message received, received battle damage assessment report confirming the destruction of Stanley Airport. Congratulations, your force was able to locate and destroy Stanley Airport. Kind of easy when it permanently on the map. It's just a kill goal. There's nothing. So it was bugged, and it does say it should trigger at 95% damage and not 100% damage. I don't know if that made any difference, but that is interesting. Okay, so there's absolutely no reason why I shouldn't have been able to get that. And then this. Okay, so I had to wait to a 30 nautical mile radius to get within the tip, but it was, and it's just looking for, oh, my frigate. So we were already there essentially. So we should have gotten this too. You have successfully broken the blockade, and you destroyed Stanley Airport and broke the blockade by getting within 30 nautical miles of yada yada, of 5115 south, 5857 west. So those are the messages we should have gotten. Puerto de Sao. Yeah, Tigers, Mirages, Skyhawks. All stuff that doesn't really have the range. Again, Mirages and Skyhawks. Stuff that doesn't really have the range to stay over here. And then we can see, is this the Brazilian? Oh, joint. Because we got, you're from Brazil. Most of it's from Argentina, though. So yeah, they just had another surface action group, which I still question why we didn't see it, but, and then this is exclusively Argentina, it looks like. Oh yeah, these are some of the invisible buildings, like the chemical plant, the barracks, the factory, the power plant. And then they had a second SAM site. How did we not see this one? We had ships right there. That should have been. Oh, probability of inclusion, 50%. Okay, so even odds as to which one you'll get. Okay. But yeah, that's what we should have gotten. So yeah, this mission is way bugged out, which is a shame because of how long it actually takes to do the mission. You know, you spend hours. You would be spending like probably hours and hours and hours real time if you didn't have time acceleration. Even with time acceleration, it was still several hours for me, and all that just for nothing to work. But we'll say we beat that, and we'll continue on next week with the next single mission. So until then, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.